Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be testing out the brand new e.l.f. primers. They came out with a luminous putty primer and they also came out with a matte putty primer. So I'm really excited to try these out. I have the original putty primer, which is just like a poreless putty primer, and I really like it. It's 100% a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So really excited to play with these in today's video. If you want to see my thoughts on it, pricing, details, all that jazz, how it applies, how it looks under the makeup, just keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications, hit the bell, make sure your notifications are set to all so you are notified of all the videos that I do post, and make sure you check out my social media. They are here on the page as well as down in the description bar. Let's get started with the video, guys. So as I mentioned, e.l.f. came out with two primers. We have a matte one, which is more of a white, pretty much a bright white primer, and then we have a luminous one, which is yellow. I do like the packaging. It's very standard to the original putty primer. Here's the original poreless putty, and then this one is pink, so that's how you can tell the difference between all three. I'm gonna go on to e.l.f.'s website and kind of read over the claims of these primers for you guys. So I'm gonna start with the matte one here. It says, first of all, that it's $8, so of course very affordable. I believe this one, the original one, was also $8, so that's not bad for a primer, y'all. The Tatcha one is $52, and I love Tatcha. I'm always gonna use their skincare, but if you want something affordable, e.l.f. has it for you guys. So the e.l.f. one has 4.7 stars, 3 reviews. It did just come out, so of course there's not going to be a lot of reviews, but it says here, our best-selling primer goes matte. The skin perfecting putty primer is infused with kaolin, I hope that's how you say it, and white charcoal to absorb excess oil for a shine-free finish. The velvety texture glides effortlessly over the skin, smoothing over imperfections for a poreless effect and the ultimate grip on makeup. Then down below it goes to say which putty primer is perfect for you. For the matte putty primer, it says it's perfect for those who want that shine-free matte complexion. For the poreless putty primer, it says it's perfect for those who just want a poreless, flawless finish. And then for the luminous putty primer, it says it's perfect for those who want a radiant, glowing complexion. So that is all about the matte one here. When we look at the luminous one right here, it's also $8, and it says our best-selling primer goes luminous. This primer delivers a soft, radiant base for your makeup application, infused with hyaluronic acid and collagen to help plump and hydrate the skin. The velvety texture glides effortlessly over the skin, smoothing over imperfections for a poreless effect and the ultimate grip on makeup. So they have the same exact description, which is like the lazy way to go, I think. I wish they would have, like, you know, both their own, you know, really detailed, put together descriptions, but ultimately the description isn't going to make or break this product. Like, let's be real. The description should not stop you from buying this product. And again, at the bottom it tells you which putty primer is right for you. So I'm gonna open both of them up. A little bit of backstory on my skin type. I had really oily skin for the longest time. I still do have oily skin, but now that it's cold out, my skin is a lot more dry, but I still do have my oily spots. So I guess you could say I'm combination oil dry, combination skin, I don't know. But I tend right now to go for more dewy primers, just because, like I said, my skin is really dry right now, because here in Pennsylvania it's like 30 degrees, sometimes 20, and you got the wind. Like, girl, my skin ain't having it. So I'm more interested in trying the luminous one, but the matte one, I mean, listen, in my T-zone gets oily. I might like this in my T-zone, you know what I mean? So for this video, I'm going to do one half of my face the luminous and one half of my face the matte, just to kind of compare the two. They both come in the same standard jar as the regular poreless one, which I have here. Same exact size. It doesn't say how many ounces it is. Also, I wanted to point out the luminous putty primer has 4.3 stars, 3 reviews. It doesn't say on the website or even on the packaging how much product you get on it, so I can't even tell you how much product you get in these, but let's start applying. I'm really excited for this. I'm gonna go in and moisturize my face. I'm just gonna use my simple moisturizer. So I did just turn the brightness down for you guys, just because I want you to really be able to see what my skin looks like after having the primer on. I know with like beauty lights it can really blow out everything and you can't really see like the details behind it, so I wanted to turn down my lights for you guys. Like I said, this side we're gonna do the matte and this side we're gonna do the luminous. So let's start with the matte. Like I said, the matte is a white. It's a bright white base. The only thing that I'm really concerned with or like worried about is this could leave like a white cast on your face. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping it just absorbs into like, you know, your skin. We will see. So I'm just gonna go in with clean hands. Make sure your hands are clean, guys. It definitely feels a lot different. Like here we have the original one. Like, I don't know, like it feels, here's the original, or here's the matte, here's the original. It feels a lot different than the original Poreless Putty Primer. I mean, it's similar, don't get me wrong, but you can definitely tell it's more, I don't know, I feel like it feels, okay, no. You know what? It's probably just me. They probably do feel very similar. I'm just like overthinking it, you know? So we're gonna go in and just apply this to the right side of my face, which for you guys is going to be the left, and just start applying this. Now, I of course apply more than you need to. You definitely don't have to apply as much as I am, but listen, it's $8, so if you want to apply more, just apply more, sis. It's not that big a deal. So right away, I'm noticing it's really smooth. It feels really nice on the skin. I feel like, can you guys even tell, but I feel like my skin looks a lot smoother on this side. Can you guys tell? You probably can't with like the lights, but here's this side. I feel like this side looks a little bit more even though of course we're not getting coverage, but I can definitely see here my pores are a lot smaller than over here. Let me see, turn down my lights again. You can see my pores right here are very large, but then over here they're very minimized. I hope you guys can see that on camera. You probably can't, but it definitely minimized my pores for sure, and it feels really smooth and it feels good. Like, I can't complain about how it feels. My skin doesn't feel overly matte. There's no shine to my skin, but it doesn't feel flat and like tight like some mattifying primers can do, so I really like that. Now we're gonna go in with the Luminous Primer. This one is, oh, and I wanted to mention, I don't think it leaves a white cast on my face or like any type of shadowing on my face, so that's also really good. The Luminous one is yellow in color, as you guys can see. And when we go into this one, it feels, compared to the Poreless, it feels like greasier, I would say. Oh, wait a sec. Wait, there's like glitter in it. Hold on. Oh my god, this has glitter in it. Like very tiny specks. It don't mention that on the packaging or on the description label that it has some glitter in it. I personally don't like primers with glitter. I like glitter on my eyes, but I don't like it all over my face. But hey, you know what? Maybe it still looks good on the skin, so let's go in. Ooh, I went a little too heavy-handed. Let's go in and try this. Also, they both don't have a fragrance, so if you are worried about fragrance, they don't have one. So I can definitely see glitter on my face after using this, which is kind of a bummer because, like I said, I don't like glitter on my face. I just feel like it gets stuck in my pores because, you know, it's like micro glitter. Can you guys even tell that there's like, I can't even tell there's like a dewiness really to my skin. Maybe like a little sheen. It's definitely not like oily or overly glowy. Like, definitely for sure the Fenty hydrating primer is going to give you more of a glow to your skin. This just kind of looks natural on my skin. I know you may not be able to tell on camera, but in person it really doesn't look that glowy on my skin. Here's my hand. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see like the glitter, but like the amount of glitter, you guys can see that. There's a lot of glitter and I'm not really like pleased about it, but it is what it is. So with this one, definitely minimized my pores as well, but I think the matte one minimized my pores more. It feels good on the skin. It's silky, it feels really nice, but up close I can definitely see glitter on my face. So really disappointed about that, but it is what it is. Of course, nobody else is seeing the primer on your face. We're gonna cover it with foundation, so I'm not gonna say I don't like it yet because I want to see how it looks under my foundation first. So now that we have those applied to the skin, can you guys see a difference? This is the dewy side. I can't really like tell much of a difference yet. And this is the matte side. Honestly, I think right now when I'm looking at my face in the mirror, I think I like the matte side more, honestly. So for foundation, I really want to go in with like a natural looking foundation just to kind of give both sides kind of the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Veil Stick Primer. I love this. It is so good. It's really, really good if you have dry skin versus oily, but I have oily and it still works just as good. I just think this gives off like a natural finish, so that's what I'm going to use today to kind of see how it looks over the primers. I'm going to go in with a clean beauty sponge and just pat this into the skin. Blending really, really nicely, very easy. I would say the foundation is blending just as it would over the Poreless Putty Primer, the original one. You guys can see how beautiful this foundation really is. Even over the primers, it looks so good. All right, so we have the foundation blended. This is the luminous side. You guys can see I have a very slight sheen right here on my face, but honestly, it's nothing like that noticeable. And then we have the matte side over here. When I look in my mirror, it looks good. I have a few cakey spots just because of like, you know, my acne. Everything looks cakey over my acne. It doesn't matter what primer I use. It always looks cakey. But honestly, like both sides look really, really good. I'm really impressed with both sides. Again, I don't think you get that luminous of a finish with the dewy or like the luminous primer. Ultimately, I think what I would do is I think next time I use these, I'm gonna mix them, you know, just kind of for that like oil balancing part, but like also the glowy part. I want to try mixing them and see how that goes. But this looks really, really beautiful both sides. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face off camera and I'll be right back for you guys to give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, I'm back with the finished look. Don't mind my lips. My lips are hella chapped, so my lipstick looks kind of gross, but my final thoughts are, you guys can see this side is the more dewy side. Of course, I do have highlighter on, so it looks glowy, but honestly, I don't think the primer really did it for me. Like I don't think it was anything special. I really don't like that I had glitter reflex in it at all. I really just don't like glitter on my face, period, because glitter is so hard to get off your face. Even with a makeup wipe, sometimes it doesn't come off, and I really don't think it gave me that much of a glow, if I'm being honest. Like there was barely any glow there on my face, and I know like the beauty lights can kind of blow things out of proportion, but even in person in my mirror, like there wasn't really any glow there. The matte side over here definitely it's matte, you know, there's no oil peeking through, there's no shine peeking through. I think this side looks better than this side. Both sides do look very good though, I will say that. I don't think that this primer, the illuminating one, looks bad by any means. I just wish it was more radiant. It's just not as radiant as I want it to be. But the matte side, you can definitely tell it is more matte. Of course, I did powder. Now, I probably wouldn't powder with these, but it really depends on the foundation that I'm wearing. Of course, some foundations you need to powder, others you don't have to, but what do you guys think? Do you guys like this side more? This is the matte side. Or do you guys like this side more? This is the dewy side, of course. I'm not counting the highlight, obviously, but even down here and like a little bit on my forehead, I have like no shine, which is kind of disappointing for me. If I had to pick which one I would tell you guys to buy, I would tell you guys to buy the matte one. I think that this one is really good. Even if you do have dry skin, I don't think, just by the texture of it, I don't think it's really gonna ruin or dry out your skin more, I should say. Like, yeah, I have like a scab here from a pimple, but it doesn't look overly dry or anything with using this primer, which I really like. And again, the foundation that I use is a natural finish foundation, so the foundation's not going to be matte, it's not going to be glowy, it's just right in the middle. But yeah, I would tell you to get your hands on these. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I want to try mixing them both just to see like what happens, because I do really like mixing primers sometimes. I think that that can really, you can just come up with new concoctions that make your makeup last. So yeah, guys, that is it for this review. I really like the way both of them feel going on. They feel really silky on the skin, and of course they do have that putty texture, so these would also be a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, but I don't think that they give as good of results as the original. I think the original Poreless Putty Primer is the best. I don't think it can be beat. It's so good. So out of all three of these, I would tell you to get the original, the Poreless Putty, but if you had to choose between the luminous and the matte, I would tell you to get the matte. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, turn on your notifications, and check out my social media. They're down below in the description bar. Let me know your thoughts on these primers. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you want to get them? If you have any questions, let me know. I always respond to comments, so I will get back to you. But yeah, that is it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!